Good morning guys and welcome to Portugal. I promised you we would be early with the new 5 Series and well, I think we're early. This is the world premiere of the BMW 5 Series 2017 and we are going to drive 2 different 5 Series today. So the weather, I mean, it was freezing back in Holland and it's nice and sunny out here. We have this beautiful hotel we stayed at last night, had a great dinner, and now it's time to experience a fabulous car. Okay, so a little cool thing is that we have the M550i here. Of course we cannot drive it because we can only drive the 540i and the 530d, but this is it. The M550i, I mean, look at those exhausts, really cool. 4 seconds to 100 kph, amazing. This is the key I got from BMW and this is my car for the next hours, the 540i. And let's get in for the first time. Okay, this hello Mini 7 Series. This is awesome. This looks so nice. This is so much better than the last 5 Series. Let me get the steering wheel right. I have a heated steering wheel, but since we're in Portugal I won't be using it. I mean, this looks perfect. I really like the new BMW interior design. I think the old BMWs were like an 8 and the new BMW interiors from the 7 Series and now also the 5 Series. This is approaching perfection. I'm a 9.5, I think. This is beautiful. And I even think it looks better than the new E-Class interior, which I also really like, but I mean, this is just perfection. Okay, let's go for a drive and let's say goodbye to a perfect hotel, and let's say goodbye to the people who are thinking, why does he have a camera on his head? They're not used to that here in Portugal.
Now turn half right.
So BMW advised us to follow this route and we should have some nice lovely roads ahead.
Please leave the roundabout at the second exit.
So the first thing I notice is that I have the sat-nav system on, is that the head-up display is much bigger than in the old 5 Series. I think it's 70% bigger than the previous 5 Series, so that's a great addition. And of course the engine is new because this is the 540i, so it's the new 3-liter turbo engine, inline 6. Codename B58, and it's the engine we know from the lovely BMW M240i, and we absolutely love it, so I think it's going to be superb. And we're also very familiar with the gearboxes. It's the 8-speed ZF gearbox that we know and love from BMW. And we know that the
left in 200 meters onto N9-1.
And we know that B58 combined with a ZF gearbox is just superb. And this one is also fitted with the M Sport pack, so it should be a bit sporty, Last night we had the press conference at which the BMW executive said that this car really is still about driving dynamics and about sportiness, and so in this M Sport edition it should be dynamic and sporty. So I'm hoping to experience that today, especially with this 540i, because it's the traditional dynamic drivetrain from BMW. So as always, we have the traditional BMW driving systems or settings and modes. New to the 5 Series is the adaptive mode, in which the car adapts to its environment. So it changes the engine, the suspension, the gearbox, and it has some sensors, but it also uses the sat-nav data to see the bend of the corner and how fast you're going, what kind of tarmac there is. So that's really cool and very impressive. And we're also going to make a video about the 530D, which Max is going to do, and in that video we're going to highlight the cool new things about the 5 Series, and in this it's a bit more about the drivetrain, because, well, a 540i is just a bit more special than the 530D, I guess. So I'm just going to switch to sport mode, and as you can see, everything goes sporty. So damping is a sport, steering in sport, which I normally don't like with BMWs when they are in sport mode, but I immediately noticed that in this 5 Series it's a lot better. It offers a lot more feel, and it's not as artificial and too heavy like you're pulling or lifting a dumbbell. So what's also new is that you have a sport setting for the interior, and when you have the seat support mode for dynamic driving on, when you turn on dynamic or sport plus, the seat tightens up. So I think that's a really nice feature, because you don't want to be strangled all the time, but if you have some nice roads like these, you don't have to adjust your seat, and you can just hit one button and everything is set to go. So I'm in sport mode right now, and as you can see, the road is terrible, but it's still actually very comfortable. I don't feel any of the bumps and holes in the road. This is really remarkable, and I don't know if that's a good thing or not, because I'm in sport mode. The suspension is supposed to be tight and dynamic and sharp, but I don't know if it's just that. So as I said, this should be a very dynamic car. BMW claim this is the benchmark for dynamic saloon cars. And it has the right ingredients, because we have the drivetrain from a BMW M240i, which is superb. It's 100 kilograms lighter than the previous 5 Series, which is good for dynamics. And this is an M Sport, so it should be a bit sharper and stiffer than a normal 5 Series. Okay, let's put the gearbox in manual. And let's see what this thing is like over these lovely mountain roads. You do immediately notice that it's lighter than the previous 5. But when you step on the gas, you also notice that the drivetrain is a bit distant. It's in the background. You don't feel connected to it. You don't feel the gears, the power, the torque. It's a bit vague actually. And you just don't feel connected to the car like you actually did with a 5 Series with an M Sport pack in the past. And that's the main conclusion I have with this car. It's brilliant, it's really good. It's by far the best 5 Series ever, but it's not a dynamic car like it used to be. I think it's a better car, and the previous 5 Series were to me like big 3 Series, just a bit more luxurious, but this really is a mini 7 Series, and that's a big step to take, and I think it's absolutely superb. If you want a really nice driving saloon, you should get a 340i and just enjoy it. If you really want a very good saloon car with a nice drivetrain, you can go for this 540i or take a diesel. I don't think it will be that much different. It's not that much less engaging or exciting, because this really isn't. It's just very good. Okay, thank you for watching. Bear in mind, we're also having a POV review of the 530D. We're going to drive it in like an hour. We're going to have a lunch break now, and then we switch cars. So check that out as well, and thank you for watching.